Welcome to the Medical Detectives, where every case tells a story, and every story reveals a mystery. Each video, we embark on a journey into the unknown, investigating baffling medical conditions and rare diseases that have left the world's leading experts searching for answers. Here, it's not just about symptoms or diagnoses, it's about the human stories behind these medical mysteries. We uncover cases that challenge the boundaries of modern medicine, where every clue is a step closer to understanding the complex and often mysterious workings of the human body. From strange illnesses with no known cause to life-threatening conditions that defy all odds, we delve into real-life stories that blur the line between science and mystery. These are the cases where doctors become detectives, piecing together the puzzle of the unknown in the hopes of unlocking the answers that could change lives. Join us as we explore the unsolved, the unexplainable, and the extraordinary. From shocking diagnoses to miraculous recoveries, we're here to uncover the truth behind the world's most perplexing medical mysteries. This is the Medical Detectives, where the search for answers never stops, and every case could be the key to the next breakthrough. Imagine living a life where every moment fades as soon as it arrives, where each conversation, each interaction, and each experience slips away like water through your fingers. This was the reality for Henry Molaison, known in the scientific community as Patient HM. In 1953, a risky surgery intended to cure his severe epilepsy left Henry without the ability to form new memories. His case changed the course of neuroscience, unlocking secrets about the brain and memory that had remained elusive for centuries. Yet, despite everything we've learned, Henry Molaison's condition still raises profound questions about the mind, memory, and the boundaries of human identity. Henry Molaison's story began years before his surgery. Born in 1926, he was a bright young boy from Connecticut with a promising future. But his life took a tragic turn in his childhood when he began experiencing severe epileptic seizures. By the time he reached his teens, these seizures had become frequent and debilitating, disrupting his schooling, social life, and any sense of normalcy. Despite trying various treatments, nothing seemed to work. As he entered adulthood, Henry's seizures only worsened. He found himself unable to hold down a job, and his independence was compromised. His family, desperate to relieve his suffering, began seeking alternative treatments.
Epilepsy is a neurological disorder where abnormal electrical activity in the brain causes recurrent seizures. In the early 20th century, treatment options for epilepsy were limited. Many patients faced lives defined by unpredictability, isolation, and, often, stigma. Henry Molaison was among those who struggled without relief. For Henry, the unrelenting seizures became more than just a physical burden, they were robbing him of his future. And with no effective medications at the time, his family was willing to consider a radical, experimental solution: brain surgery.
In 1953, Henry's case came to the attention of Dr. William Scoville, a pioneering neurosurgeon with a reputation for trying innovative approaches. Dr. Scoville believed that by targeting and removing specific areas of Henry's brain, he might be able to stop the seizures at their source. The procedure he suggested was called a bilateral medial temporal lobectomy, a drastic approach that involved removing parts of both temporal lobes, including the hippocampus. This was an unprecedented surgery, as the hippocampus was known to play a role in memory, but little was understood about its exact function at the time.
The hippocampus, a small, seahorse-shaped structure in the brain's temporal lobes, is part of what we now understand as the limbic system. It's involved in regulating emotions, spatial navigation, and, most critically, memory formation. Dr. Scoville knew he was working with a delicate structure, but no one fully understood how the hippocampus contributed to the brain's memory processes. The risk was high, but the potential reward was life-changing.
The surgery was completed on August 25, 1953, and by all accounts, it was a success in terms of epilepsy control. Henry's seizures were drastically reduced. But almost immediately, it became clear that something had gone terribly wrong. When Henry woke up, he was able to recognize his family, remember his childhood, and recall the events leading up to the surgery. But he struggled to retain anything new. Conversations, faces, places, all of it vanished within minutes. He could no longer form new memories. For Henry, the present became a place of endless repetition, each moment quickly slipping into oblivion.
Imagine meeting someone, speaking with them for a few moments, only to forget who they are as soon as they walk away. For Henry, every interaction, every experience, and every piece of new information was lost almost immediately. His surgery had inadvertently left him with anterograde amnesia, an inability to form new long-term memories. He remembered his life up until the day of his surgery. His childhood memories were intact, and he knew who he was. But everything beyond that point was like writing on sand, washed away by the next wave of time.
Henry's case quickly caught the attention of researchers, including Dr. Brenda Milner, a renowned neuropsychologist. Dr. Milner began working with Henry in the late 1950s, meticulously documenting his memory deficits and working to understand the nature of his condition. Through her research, Dr. Milner discovered that while Henry couldn't form new declarative memories, facts and events, he retained certain types of learning. He could still acquire procedural memory, a type of memory that involves skills and routines. For example, he learned to trace a star while watching his hand in a mirror, a challenging task that requires practice. Although he had no conscious memory of learning this skill, his performance improved over time.
Henry's ability to acquire procedural memory revealed a significant insight. Memory is not a single, unified process. Instead, it involves distinct systems within the brain. This discovery laid the foundation for a whole new understanding of memory and helped establish the critical role of the hippocampus in forming new declarative memories. Henry's case confirmed what many scientists had long suspected: different types of memory are stored and processed in different regions of the brain. His condition opened up new avenues of research, leading to advances in understanding Alzheimer's disease, amnesia, and other memory disorders.
While Henry's contributions to science were profound, his day-to-day life was a tragic struggle. Every day was like waking up for the first time, his mind constantly resetting. He had no knowledge of his age, no awareness of how much time had passed since his surgery, and no ability to form new relationships. He would greet the same doctors and researchers as strangers each time they met. Henry was aware of his memory loss, and though he couldn't remember specific interactions, he knew that he had a problem with his memory. He was often polite, mild-mannered, and cooperative, but he lived in a perpetual now, a place where the past was preserved only up until 1953, and the future never arrived.
Living without the ability to form new memories is a condition few of us can fully grasp. Memory is the anchor that grounds us to reality, allowing us to learn, grow, and connect with others. For Henry, the surgery separated him from time itself, leaving him suspended in a permanent present. He would relive the same introductions, the same settings, and the same routines, day after day, without any sense of continuity.
Henry Molaisen's case remains one of the most studied and significant in neuroscience. While we've learned an immense amount about the brain's memory systems thanks to him, many questions still linger. Why was he able to retain procedural skills but not memories of events? What other processes within the hippocampus might contribute to memory storage and recall? His case forced scientists to confront some of the most fundamental questions about consciousness, identity, and the nature of time. In the end, Henry's life served as both a breakthrough and a mystery, a testament to the brain's complexities and the still unsolved mysteries within.
Memory shapes our sense of self. It defines who we are, how we see the world, and how we connect with others. Henry's case shows us that memory is not just a single function, it's a series of processes that knit together our past, present, and future. His life reminds us of the delicate balance within the brain and the profound effects even a small change can have on one's identity and sense of reality.
Henry Molaison, known as Patient HM, passed away in 2008. But his legacy lives on, his contributions to science and our understanding of memory unmatched. Today, his brain is preserved and studied by neuroscientists, a final contribution to the field that sought to understand him. Henry's case changed the way we think about memory, but it also opened our eyes to the mysteries that remain unsolved. His story is a reminder of the profound connections between brain, memory, and identity, connections that define the human experience. Thanks for joining us on this journey through today's medical mystery. If this case had you questioning, analyzing, or on the edge of your seat, then you're in the right place. Here on The Medical Detectives, we dive deep into the unexplained, unraveling cases from history, puzzling diagnoses, and the most unexpected recoveries. So, if you're as fascinated by the twists and turns of these real-life stories as we are, be sure to hit that subscribe button below. And don't forget to turn on notifications. That way, you'll be the first to know every time a new case is posted. Who knows what strange or life-changing revelation might come up next? Until then, keep your mind sharp, stay curious, and join us as we explore the stories that make the world of medicine as mysterious as it is miraculous. See you in the next episode.